Hi, this is Courtney, your Lexis research attorney. Wanted to put together a short video today to talk to you about some of the personal injury resources available. So a really cool secondary source that I like, and then some jury verdicts and settlements, both just the results, and then also a verdict and settlement analyzer that really gives you the full big picture of all of those jury verdicts and settlements to help you better understand your case's worth. So I'm going to get started today on Lexis Plus, and I mentioned there was a really cool secondary source that I liked. You just have to remember medical, I already forgot, textbook, and then it'll pop up. So Attorney's Textbook of Medicine. If you pull this up, so when you're sometimes working in personal injury, there will be a lot of these injuries, illnesses. It can get very technical. And so there's this textbook of medicine that's written specifically for attorneys. And so you could drill down on the different chapters, or if you knew exactly what you were searching for, say traumatic brain injury, you can go ahead and you could run a search in that source. And it gives you just a very clear-cut explanation of that injury, what's involved, and then any of the legal things to keep in mind there. So it's just a cool source, I think, to kind of blend the two, the legal world and the medical world. Another thing I wanted to show you or make sure you were aware of were the jury verdicts and settlements. So we have tens of thousands of different jury verdicts and settlements from courts for all sorts of different causes of action. And so you can go into those specifically. You could also do a post-search filter, so filter down on these after you've run your search. Again, doesn't matter. You could narrow down by jurisdiction from here. You could also search for your injury or your issue. So again, traumatic brain injury, and we're searching across all of our jury verdicts and settlements then. So we see we have over 9,000. We would then probably want to narrow down by our jurisdiction. So if we were in Washington, and then just like any other source, if we needed to, we could search within results. So if we wanted to search for car or truck or auto, if it was the result of some sort of accident. And then what you'll see, you can sort by date, newest to oldest if you want to. We can also narrow down by timeline or any of these others, say attorney, keyword, judge, anything like that that you need to. But if we open one of these up, you'll see here you have the gist of the case, and then the resulting verdict will be right on the top. So it's a plaintiff verdict, the dollar amount, and then it will let you know how that was broken up. So say any special damages here that were awarded as well. Then it'll tell you a little bit more about the injury and the location and the parties involved. So just a really cool source, just wanted to make sure you were aware of. So that's all great because those are all in a list format. So you could go through, you could maybe make a chart for yourself, you know, this verdict in this county was this much and it was a plaintiff's verdict versus this one, which was a settlement in this state for this amount of money. Or there is a platform that will do all of that for you. So up in the products, which are great up in the upper left, I'm going to go to Verdict and Settlement Analyzer, where it's going to do just that. It's going to analyze all of that verdict and settlement information. I had already run this search, that's why it's showing up here. So you could put in, again, whatever you wanted, and you could narrow down, again, by jurisdiction if you wanted to, but we can also do that at the outset. So I'll go ahead and just run it. And then what we see here are some graphs. So they've taken all of those lists of jury verdicts and settlements and they put it into a graph format for you. So you can quickly see the award in US dollars by resolution. So this is showing the average and median depending on arbitration, verdict, settlement. You also have the number of cases. So is it most likely to settle, or is it most likely to go to trial and have a plaintiff verdict? Down below then we have just a general number of cases per year. And then below that we have all of these different verdicts and settlements. So again, we would want to narrow by our jurisdiction over on the left. So now our charts are specific to everything in Washington. And if we wanted to focus in specifically on, say, the settlements, you could click on that. It's going to be an interactive graph. It's going to change your results down here below to they're now all going to be settlements. You also have the ability to filter on the left using that as well. So you could go under case resolution, focus in on the settlements or the plaintiff verdicts, focus in on the timeline. If you had a specific type of injury, or maybe something a little more broad where, traumatic brain injury is generally a traumatic brain injury. But if you had something else, again, that was a little bit more broad, say a broken leg, under this injury, then you would have very specific subcategories of broken leg that you could narrow down by if available. So verdict and settlement analyzer, don't forget about it. It's really cool. And you can download this report, you can add it to a folder, you can print it, whatever you need to do. So I hope that was helpful. Have a great day.